Hello, and welcome to Julian, Liam, and Michael's dance assessment on Zumba. Firstly, before any dance routine takes place, we must consider the safety consideration of others. As teachers, it is important to make our students aware of the risks involved when teaching a Zumba class. It is vital, whether you are indoors or outdoors, that the environment and surroundings are inspected by a teacher before starting the class. All students must have the correct attire, for example, appropriate footwear, clothing, and sunscreen if you're outside. Making sure that students have enough space around them and are aware of their closest people around them to avoid any possible collisions. Allowing the students to stop for a short break so they can rehydrate. Having the first aid box to allow teachers to treat injury that may occur. Having a good airflow through the area in which students are dancing in.
The warm-up. It is extremely important to stretch the muscles that you are going to be using during your Zumba routine. Stretching will provide heat to the muscles, which will then allow them to function more efficiently when dancing. Failure to do this may lead to injury. The hamstring stretch. Holding your hands at your toes and stretching your hamstrings. Calf stretch. One foot in front of the other, front leg bent and back leg straight with whole foot on ground and alternating legs. Quadricep stretch. Pulling up to bottom and holding and trying to keep balance and doing it with the alternative leg. Groin stretch. Leaning to one side with one leg straight and the other bent and holding. Arm rotation. Swing arms around in front of your body and above your shoulders to loosen shoulder joints. Back rotation. Twisting at the hips, keeping your legs facing forward to allow for back rotation. Loosens up the back.
Dance steps. The marching man. This dance step involves standing on the spot and marching like a soldier. It will involve stomping your feet and moving your opposite arm to legs. This step is at the beginning of the routine as it is simple and a good way to start off any Zumba routine. This step will be done for 16 counts and is a good beginning as it is in time with the selected song. The cross step. The cross step is the second step in the Zumba routine. The cross step involves the student taking one leg out and planting across their body in a diagonal motion. Once the foot lands, this will be counted as one count, and then once it returns to where it was, this will be counted as a second count. The exact same will be done on the other leg, tallying up to 4 counts. Whilst this is being completed, the first count the arms will swing, and on the second count the arms will swing back. The arm movement is complete with every cross step. This is a good follow-up to the marching man as it is simple, however slightly more complicated. The cross step will be done for a total of 16 counts. Arm pumps. The arm pumps are the third step in the Zumba routine. The arm pumps is when the student raises both hands at the same time above their head and brings them back down. This action will count as one count. The student's leg will bounce and slightly in time with each arm pump. The arm pumps were added as the word pump is continuously mentioned in the song and is a good way to connect with the Zumba class to the song. There will be 16 arm pumps which will count for 16 beats. The left side step. The left side step is a fourth step in the Zumba routine. This step involves the student moving laterally to their left. They will move their left foot first, followed by their right foot, which will meet up with their left foot. This will be repeated with each step representing one count, and therefore will total this step in this routine to 4 steps. Air punches. Air punches are the fifth step in the Zumba routine. The student will punch their right fist in the air above their face and then return it back to their side. While moving their right fist down, they will raise their left fist and do the same. Each fist will punch the air twice, which will equal 4 air punches in total. Each air punch is worth a total of 1 beat. The right side step. The right side step is the fourth step in the Zumba routine. This step involves the student moving laterally to their right. They will move their right foot first, followed by their left foot, which will meet up with their right foot. This will be repeated again with each step representing one count, and therefore will total this step in the routine to 4 steps. The step will help the participant return back to the middle of the dance space where they originally were. Air punches. The air punches are the seventh step in the Zumba routine. The student will punch their right fist in the air above their face and return it back to their side. While moving their right fist down, they will raise their left fist up and do the same. Each fist will punch the air twice, which will equal 4 air punches in total. Each air punch is worth a total of 1 beat. This is exactly the same as the fifth step in the routine. Circle to the left. The circle to the left is the eighth step in the Zumba routine. This involves the student moving in a circular motion to their left. They will move in a small circle and do not collide with any other participants as they will be all moving in the same direction. This step will go for 8 counts and have the student return back to where they first began the circle and the routine is ready for the next step. Circle to the right. The circle to the right is the ninth and final step in the Zumba routine. This step is exactly the same as the eighth step, however the student will move to their right. This involves the student moving in a circular motion to their right. They will move in a small circle and not collide with any other participants as they will be all moving in the same direction. This step will go for 8 counts and have the student return back where they first began the circle and the routine and is ready for the next step. After watching our step-by-step guide, here is the full Zumba routine with normal speed and music.